Howdy, howdy, y'all. It's Shannon from Creative Chaos in Tennessee. And today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I've had quite a few people asking to have a garden tour done since I'm always scrapping my garden pictures of my flowers. And so I thought I would do that today, take a quick tour. No judgment here, y'all, because like it is like crazy bad with weeds and stuff. I've been in not really great health this summer. I've been having some health issues, and it's been so hot and humid, and now it's been raining for like a week, storming. It's pretty cloudy, so I thought it would be a good day to do it so that everything shows up well. So come along and join me. Okay, so here is pretty much the general overview. I've had a lot of people ask if I have a lot of land, but I don't. I have less than an acre, but this is just like one little corner piece in my backyard that I have taken over. If it was left up to me, I would do the whole yard and we would have no grass. But I'll walk closer. I have my knockout roses. Have a mess out here with hoses on the ground. Let's see, let's start on this side, I guess. This is just an area over here still under development. I like to reuse things in my garden, and I'm using some old ladders and stuff and trying to make me a new area, but I didn't get it quite finished this season. This, I gotta add some more poles to, because I built it last year out of an old trampoline frame, and last year I had purple hyacinth bean vine that grew across it, and it was so gorgeous you couldn't even hardly walk under it. I'll try to insert a picture and show you guys that, but I decided not to do that this year. It was a lot of upkeep trying to keep it trimmed, and then I still didn't get blooms by the time a freeze came. So it was really pretty and green, but I didn't get to see the flowers on it. So I decided to do climbing roses and clematis on each side of it this year. And so far it's not going well. We had a really bad freeze, and it took out a lot of my plants. All of these I've grew from seed this year. I love zinnias and cosmos. They are my favorites. I generally have tons of bees and butterflies, and the little yellow finches, I guess is what they are. But I love being out here. I haven't been out a whole lot this year because of the heat. But these are my little mini ones that I grew in pots, even though the weeds have taken over. I'm trying to walk slow. Look at this one. This one's a new one I haven't saw till just now. Look at the pretty green one. I replanted seeds from last year that I saved, and I'm pretty sure that one is a one of the queen lime blush. So I can't wait till that one opens all the way. How exciting! But you can see all these zinnias. You can see, well, hopefully you can see the butterflies flying around and the bees. Let's see if I can get closer and see them. Look at this one. It's just working away. The little yellow finches I still have not got a picture of because they are so fast, and like any little noise scares them. These cosmos, look how pretty and multicolored. I love it. I try to stick with the pinks and the peaches and the whites and the yellows in my garden because I really like the cottage garden look. This was my bee balm, and it's done, but I left the little heads for the bees and the birds to eat the seeds. So It needs to be cut back. My raised beds, I didn't do a whole lot in this year. The weeds have taken over. I have 2 pepper plants that I started from seed, and you can see little peppers growing on there. And I have some cucumbers that I put in there that my daughter brought. I need to weed eat, but this is my cucumbers, and the bugs have gotten to them. As you can see, I need to pick. I have a lot of them ready. I need to get out here and pick them. But they're about done for. The bugs have pretty much got them, which happens every year. I'm thinking about making a second round, but I don't know yet. This is my other side of my arch with my zinnias and cosmos. That butterfly's going crazy, but it's pretty. I think it's like a fritillary or something of that nature. I don't know. I just know that it's pretty. But look how pretty these are. This one was a volunteer plant that came up from last year, and those are too. That's why they're out in the middle of my walkway. But yeah, like, and look at this. This is so pretty. I'm not sure if it's a Mexican sunflower or if it's a Bright Lights Cosmo. I planted both at one point. This is my oregano. Look how pretty. It was really purple, and the bees absolutely loved it, but it's almost done now. You can see that bee right there. And sorry if I'm being too shaky. This is one of my clematises that I put in that I bought, and I don't think it made it. Everyone always says how much my flowers, how pretty they are, and how much of a green thumb I have. They don't see all the plants that I kill. Look at this one. It's one of my favorite ones. It's a peach zinnia. And they're so pretty. Like, look at this one. Each one is unique. I always say that, but they really are. Each one, even if they're the same type, they're all of them is unique and different. Every single one, just like people. This got knocked over by a storm. It was a bunch of coreopsis, and a storm knocked the whole plant over, and I tried to stake it up because it was so full of blooms, and now it has, you can see the few little blooms that survived, but it's pretty much dead. But I left the seed heads so they'll fall, and you know, I'll have some new plants next year. But look at these, how pretty. These are more ruffled. You can see where the little birds have been just gnawing away on those. They're so pretty. My one lone tomato plant over there that I have some tomatoes on. I need to weed eat. It's pretty bad. That's a alyssum that I started from seed. Ooh, my marigolds are actually coming up. Anyhow, that alyssum, you supposedly can plant it with your tomatoes, and it will keep the bad bugs away. Now, I don't know if that's true, because this is the first year I did it, but I don't have any bad bugs, but I only have one tomato. So, I mean, one tomato plant. So, what is that saying? You know? And I have this vining milkweed that has took over, and it's an aphid attractor, but it's horrible. Like, it takes over everything. Look at this. Look at the little bee at work. Isn't that beautiful? You can see all the little bitty tiny bees or flies of some sort. I'm not sure what they are, but and this is ornamental garlic. And yeah, can you see all the little sweat bees on it? They are like crazy, and that other one's over there he's just going to town. This is a little secret garden room that I made this year on the side of my house. I have a bench over there that my husband made me from a bed frame. I need to get out here and sand it and stain it. But the pokeweed has pretty much took over back there, and it all needs to be cut down before it blooms on out and have even more next year. But here's some cannas that are bloomed. My butterfly bush that I thought I lost this winter in that freeze. And like I said, I like to reuse things and make stuff. And this is a homemade pond that I made from an old metal tin and a play set logs and a ball pit liner. Just something basic with the basic pump I got off of Amazon. But listen to it. And then I have like some mint and some other things. Like I said, this is a brand new area this year. I kind of replanted some stuff from here and there on it. And so it's a hodgepodge of a mess. I have my knockout roses here that the Japanese beetles have been wearing out. And I don't spray anything in my garden. It's all natural, so I just kind of let them have it. I mean, you have to give and take when you're a gardener. And it is what it is, pretty much. This is cannas. They have got really tall. Brooke doesn't like them because they're outside her window, and she said it looks like people standing outside her window at night, so she doesn't like it. It's scary to her. My hydrangea, I thought I lost for sure during that freeze, and I cut it back down to the ground, and now it is almost as tall as I am. So that's crazy to me. And the sun's starting to come out. It makes things harder to see. But this is just kind of a little overview of my little corner. We've got mushrooms that came up here since all the rain. I don't know what type they are or nothing, but don't they look cool? And my little pond, which is not running right now. But this is just my little pond, and it has lots of frogs in it usually. And usually Larry the snake comes to visit to eat the frogs. I don't really like snakes, but I let him stay because he's a good one. I was trying to see if I see any frogs. Usually they're hopping around, but I don't see any today. They're all hiding, or the snakes ate them all. So anyways, like I said, that's my little overview of my little piece of heaven. So hope you guys enjoyed this. It's definitely different, but I had a lot of people asking, so I'm hoping next year that'll be filled in more with my climbing roses and stuff. And we will see, but thank you guys for hanging out. Bye.